Like many of you, I suspect I've been waiting for the Triumph Trident for quite a while, but lockdowns and Brexit have sort of got in the way of the launch, and apparently this is the only example on the entire Iberian Peninsula. It's currently on display here in the south of Portugal for a few days before crossing the border into Spain, apparently. So on the way back from the supermarket this afternoon, I stopped off for a quick hands-on first impressions review. Well, I say hands-on. COVID precautions meant that I wasn't supposed to touch the bike, which is fair enough. But let me make one thing clear straight away, and this is kind of the reason I'm making this quick video. The Triumph Trident is extremely well built. The quality of the finish was immediately obvious as soon as I saw the bike in the showroom, and it reminded me of my 2017 Street Triple. The grips, handlebars, clock, chassis, swing arm, switchgear cables, all the important stuff has clearly been made to the same exacting standards as the rest of the Triumph range, which is great. Even the plastic used to cover the indent in the tank and serve as a knee grip is less plasticky than I'd feared, and I did actually touch this just to make sure. I couldn't sit on the bike, but it looked fine for someone of my height, 1.87 m or 6'1", and I can quite believe what the journalists have been saying about the bike's ability to fit most frame sizes. It didn't appear any slimmer or smaller than my Street Triple, for example. It's not a big, imposing bike like a GS, but it does look a step up both in size and certainly in build quality from what will probably be one of its closest competitors, the rather unique-looking Yamaha MT-07. I would even suggest that the finish on the Triumph is at least as good as that on the Honda CB650R, and certainly nicer than on my previous bike, the BMW F900XR. Now, this might seem like a detail to many, but one thing I'm always keen to see on any bike is the space available under the seat. So I asked my dealer to open it up for me. Now, of course, you can go down the tank or tailbag, panniers and backpacks routes, but these all require fitting and a minimum of planning and organisation. And sometimes I just want to go out for a quick ride, knowing that I have the bare essentials safely under the seat. Disc lock, multi-tool, packet of wine gums. Well, I have to say that unfortunately with the Trident there is really very little space available. The wine gums and a smallish multi-tool would probably be okay, but even my smallest disc lock is going to struggle, and there's no way this larger ABUS sledge will fit. I suppose you could fit a smaller lithium battery to make a little more space, but it really is very tight under there. Talking of luggage, that tail section is so exquisitely designed, uncluttered even by pillion grab handles, that it would be sacrilege to adorn it with panniers or even the optional tail pack, in my opinion. So other solutions will have to be found for the storage. Of course, the clean look of the seat and tail section comes at the cost of the inevitably slightly clumsy looking swing arm mounted number plate holder. It actually doesn't look that bad in person, and it's certainly more discreet than the mount used on the Rocket. And no doubt Evotech, Tech Bike Parts and others will be providing solutions for those who want to revert to the more traditional under-seat solution. My dealer kindly started the engine for me and duly gave it a few revs, and I'm pleased to report that, at least stationary in the showroom, the sound was pretty much indistinguishable from that of my Street Triple. That is wonderful, if you like that sort of thing. It all happened rather quickly though, so I wasn't able to record it, I'm afraid. There's a demonstrator due down here at the end of this month, January 2021, and my dealer has promised to call me as soon as it arrives so that I can get down there and give the bike a real hands-on test ride. So you might want to keep an eye out for that in a couple of weeks. Before I finish, just a word on the channel. I haven't posted a video for almost a year, and many of you have been in contact to find out why and offer encouragement, which was very much appreciated. In a nutshell, COVID restrictions plus a slight disheartening for all things two-wheeled following what turned out to be a rather disappointing 6 months with my BMW F900XR meant that I just couldn't muster the enthusiasm to make any more videos. However, this may change. I may well go into details about the BMW experience at a later date if the demand is there, but let's just say for now that with recalls, warranty claims, and what I consider below par customer care, the whole BMW experience was frankly a bit of a letdown. Anyway, stay tuned for the test ride of the Trident in 10 days or so, and as always, feel under no obligation to either subscribe or click the notification bell. We all know YouTube offers this, so I don't know why content providers feel duty-bound to remind us every 5 minutes, but there you go. Oh, and as for channel merchandise, well, I wouldn't wear it, so why would you? There isn't any, and there never will be. Patreon, the less said about that, the better, eh? Anyway, as always, thanks for watching.